Hey everybody, I'm Thurston Last, and today we're going to take a look at Star Citizen's newest giant ship, the MISC Starfarer. Now, a couple of other people have already taken a look at this ship. Disco Lando and some of the staff from CIG's art department have already kind of ran us through everything about this ship. But I pledged for a Gemini. This is my first time walking around it, so I'm doing a video. Alright, let's get in here. What's really cool in this iteration of the PTU, when you go to the hangar mode, all of the newest flyable large ships are already in the hangar, just waiting for you to kind of look at them. I'm assuming you could walk around them. I'm not going to get out and do that. But the Retaliator's there, the Freelancer's there, the Vanguard is there, the Heavy Fighter Vanguard, and Akani is there. So even if I don't own any of those ships, and they're there in there. But I do own a Gemini, and it is in the hangar, so I'm assuming that's why it's there, unless anybody with the PTU access might have it. Anyways, this video is for people who don't have PTU access. And the reason that I'm driving around ships that you've already seen a million times is to give a really good sense of scale as we approach the Starfarer. There's your Cutlass. I like the Freelancer. You know, I would like to see some more flat paint on it. I'm guessing that there's going to be paint schemes for all the ships when this is all said and done, so it doesn't really matter. And I'd really like to see the animation for the side door, the door on the side of the fuselage. I'd like to see that. You know what the ship puts me in mind of? An Antonov AN-74. That is exactly what the Freelancer is. 2 engines, very similar beam and mass, and it's got that tail loader cargo bay. Pretty cool. Drop down door. Alright. I'm not the best Grey Cat driver, by the way. And I'm not clipping this out either. Connie. Oh, what they did, they put the Merlin underneath the Connie in this iteration. This has PTU, whatever this is, 2.3 point blah. And that's pretty cool. Again, perfect for my purposes of giving a sense of scale. So that's like a go-fast boat underneath the Millennium Falcon. Galaxy-class merchant ship from Privateer. There's the Vanguard. Everybody compares that to the P-38. I guess because Americans would know the P-38, but I think, in my opinion, it's way more like the Bristol Beaufighter or Northrop P-61 Black Widow. P-61 Black Widow, yeah. That had, like, 3 crew on it, the remote turret on the top, ventral turret, yeah. P-61. All the way. There's your Vanguard. But then we have this thing. It's so big, they had to create a new class of hangar, a new hangar size for these monolithic, huge, sub-capital ships. Alright, so the Starfarer has 3 intended purposes. It can collect and process fuel resources, this helium-3 or hydrogen or whatever they're going to end up using, hydrogen scoop. It also can be used to carry bulk cargo. And then it also can be used to refuel planes or ships in flight. I also think that it can be used as a racing team personal transport. I think it's going to work perfect for that because they've said these big fuel reservoirs, the cylinders underneath the back end of the ship here, these can be replaced with standard cargo containers. That's what I've heard. And there's 8 of these. And they are huge. I mean, these are like, I don't know, 3,000 gallon at least. That's a lot of volume right there. I mean, that thing is huge. And as you look up here, you'll see there's a main catwalk that comes out from the second level of the ship. Comes off that second deck. And that runs all the way in, down to the end of those cylinders, those reservoirs. Uh-oh. Yeah, I told you I'm not Grey Cat qualified. Okay, so, I mean, this is the size of a Starfarer standard cargo bay, not counting the fuel pods. You could put like 5 or 6 Grey Cats in here, no problem. You could park a ship in here. They have the floor painted orange over there. That indicates the walkway, you know, like a no loading zone. Really cool. With the lights, I love it. And there's jump seats here, but they're not animated yet. As you can see, some of them are down, some of them are up. I tried to sit in them. You can't sit in them, so we're not going to do that. I'm assuming that, like everything else, Cutlass Connie and everything else, they'll have interactable jump seats coming. All right, so we're up on the second story here. Second deck has a an access where you can look down into the cargo bay, kind of a catwalk that goes around the perimeter, and you can get to the catwalk to the outside fuel pod access, or the refueling boom operator, whatever they call that, RVO. Here we go. Yeah, Disco Land already showed you. There's all these great maintenance access ways. There's a ladder from the second tier of the cargo room that goes up, and a ladder from the crew quarters that comes down into that same maintenance crawl space. So boarders beware. Alright, let's check out the bridge, cockpit. You can tell the difference between the cockpit sort of foyer and the foyer to the rear catwalks, because it has orange paint on the walls indicating, like a depressurization chamber, airlock styled room. So that's the entryway to the bridge here. You can see the escape pods there, very conveniently placed. You don't have to run all over the ship if you got to get out quick. We've got 5 crew positions up here. Looks like you've got a pilot, co-pilot, engineer / captain, and then we've got, I don't know what those are. It's either going to be engineer, navigator, comms officer, or I'm guessing a fuel intake kind of operator. Nice, very nice. Definitely keeps with the MISC theme. Looks like the Freelancer, only bigger. I like it. Door there is sealed. I'm guessing that can be pressurized or depressurized. And you'll notice there's actually one extra escape pod. 6 pods, 5 crew slots. And I think if you look at the spec sheet, it says there's 7 actual crew slots on the ship. So almost your entire crew, if there's a guy on the tail gunner, or the ventral gun, he could escape on his own then. Now we're going to come up the stairs. The stairs are only on the one side of the cargo bay, on the same side all the way up. Takes you up to the lift access. And there's 2 of these little mini lifts that take you up to the crew cabin area. One here, and then I'll show you. Yep, one on the other side. On the other side of the turret. That's the turret access for the top gun, the ventral gun. And you'll notice there's redundancies. There are built-in maintenance or like access ladders right beside the lift. So in a 0G or a power down failure situation, you're going to be able to get up there if you had to, or get down using that ladder. This is the make a maintenance closet, little storage area, access to the crawl space again from this level. That's a common room. We'll show you the berths here. All right, so and these are the berths, the crew berths. I'm just kidding. We're gonna look at it. There's a bench here. There's a porthole. There are six beds. That's what it says in the spec sheet. 6 beds, and the level of not privacy, but the level of personal space compared to even the Constellation is a large margin. There's a large margin of like inferred personal space here. They're not bunk beds. They're single berths. Each one of these has a little cubby on it. It's really cool. There's a dual gender, little citizen and citizenette water closet there. But I guess if your crew is all the same gender, or your NPCs and they're all the same gender, you just use both bathrooms if you got to. You don't want to clog it all up. Sink, toilet, it's pretty Spartan, but looks clean. Looks very high tech. The shower's sort of on top of the loo itself. But like if the lid came out, you just sit on it. That actually makes a lot of sense. They do put stools in showers and baths. There's like benches there. You can't sit on them yet, but I'm going to say that yeah, you're going to be able to sit. This is a big ship. You could almost do like a chapter of a first-person campaign where you crewed on a Starfarer. That's how big the ship is. These closets, I'm seeing 3 types. One with the cubbies, one with the little monitor screen, and the other 2 are just like blank. I'm assuming they're contextual. You're going to be able to store stuff in them, put personal effects next to the beds. Let's go check out the communal area here. Big galley. Again, they've got portholes. They've got glass above the meeting table there, the eating table, whatever you want to. We've got appliances, workspace, countertops, MISC logo all over the floorboards. Just an incredible level of detail. And I'm assuming that the Gemini will also have more Aegis logos, or it might have, maybe it'll be a navy blue, more of a steely dark metal color on the walls and the bulkheads. It says, like moving parts, don't pinch your hand. I'm guessing it's like a dumbwaiter or a door that opens. Overseer's desk. No chair, which leads me to think that they're going to allow us to purchase our own office chairs and put them behind in certain ships. I'm guessing the Endeavor will probably have a captain's quarters as well with a personal desk. You can see though, nothing really fancy in the bathroom. Pretty much the exact same standard as the rest of the ship for quarters. You got a viewport there. The bed's nothing grandiose. So we can have some meetings. We can have some officer club, poker games in there. Talk about work. I'm guessing you have like Spectrum access from one of those screens or something. Check out the spec. Alright, there we go. Take the lift down. I mean, this is just an enormous ship compared to anything else that's come out. So even the fact that it's hangar ready, you'll see a couple little, you'll see some jaggies there, but that's probably more my graphics card and the engine and the drivers than it is the game. So yeah, Disco had showed us this maintenance access way. There's going to be interactive little junction boxes there, a crawl space to move through. So as you can see, you can enter here, crawl through the crawl space without ever going through the door. So again, boarders beware. Be sure to clear that. If you're not sure, if you find one of these out of operation, all kinds of nastiness could be hiding in there. Let's head down this strut. So I didn't really look on the way in, but the spec sheet says that there is a turret on the rear bottom of each of the main nacelle struts. So I mean, just I love that it's long. That's how long it is. It's just no quick way down. You have to run the full length. This is a big ship. This is by no means a small ship. Oh man, I actually imagine. What is this thing? This must be an upgrade slot. I'm already gonna call it. That's an upgrade slot. First aid box. This is the engine room, according to the JPEG here. So, engine room. Gravity drive, that's what it's called. I'm not lying, I'll show you. It's called the gravity drive. I would guess that a Constellation has one too, but this one has its own room, gravity drive room. And that other little side area with the MISC screen, I think that might be either like a shield generator or maybe an engine upgrade slot. That's why that space is there, and then maybe the physical item gets put in there once you slate it for upgrade. More escape pods, like I said, right off the engine room and gravity, the engineering section there, you've got dual escape pods. Let's head down this other strut. Although on this ship, there's going to be a lot of places for things to go wrong. If there's like a fuse that can blow, they've already said your repair interactions are going to be things like either using a tool on a location or swapping out a part at a location. So, if you're the only guy, you would not be able to singly crew this. You're going to have at least like 4 or 5 people to effectively crew one of these. Okay, let me figure out where I'm going. Right, down the stairs here. I want to show you the docking collar. So the docking collar is on the chin of the spacecraft, kind of right underneath the bridge. And the only way to get to it is that orange access way actually shows you, which is perfect where the stairs are. But first, actually since we're here, let's walk out on that catwalk out the back. And again, this way can only be gotten to by going around the catwalk above the cargo hold. You can only get around the one side. The stairs come from well, if you're entering from the rear, the stairs are on the left. They'd be on the right side from the front. You go up the stairs, and then that catwalk goes all the way around. You go to the bridge, and then you keep going around, and you get to this access door out to this. Jeez. So this is like refueling boom operator access. I guess you'd have to come out here. I would not want to be tethered. I mean, I would not want to not be tethered out here in 0G, even in atmospheric. Gravity helps, but like I would definitely want to be tethered if I had to come out here for anything while in flight. And then there's also these little elevators on each side of that access door from the second story of the cargo bay. These elevators come up and take you to another area up here. Come on. Figure it out, Thurston. There you go. Not really sure about these in a depressurized. Okay, yeah, so this takes you up to like another airlock, where I'm guessing these are EVA storage closets. There's nothing in there now, but that seems like what you would put in them. They're orange colored. Things with the orange paint either indicate no loading zone or like a depressurized airlock type chamber, or something important is there. Alright, let's head back downstairs now. So you can actually access the refueling catwalk, engineering access from two levels. There's like the second level of the cargo room, which I'm guessing is an airlock, and then also above that where the EVA suits are stored. All right, follow the yellow brick road, and this. So there's an exterior ramp access, and then the docking collar access to two rooms that can join up with the main cargo bay there. And there you go. See, that's animated. That works. That's got sound and everything. Very nice. Looks like they've got EVA suit storage in there, so you can pick up an Aurora buddy, change crew out. Very cool. Just very cool. I'm gonna actually walk underneath the ship, just again to give a sense of scale. And this hangar that this is sitting in is new as well. Or not the Rebel in York, but the size of hangar. They made some new, I guess, modular set pieces or whatever. Large, they made an extra large jumbo style hangar for the working class ships. I mean, I think the Reclaimer and the Orion are both longer than this, although I know the Starfarer has been enlarged. It was originally supposed to be 95 meters, and then it jumped up to 100 something, and I would say that now that's at least 135 to 145 meters long, if not longer. I don't have my UE measuring tape on me. There's the front. That's just incredible. Incredible. Hats off to CIG. That's bigger than the Normandy. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I went up the elevator here. From the bottom, you can't see the contour of the ship that much.